So again, good afternoon. This next topic that we are going to study is your next chapter of this of your syllabus, and the topic is what are properties of steam. Now, before we go on and start discussing the various properties of steam, we need to define certain terms. The first term is what is a pure substance. Now, what is a pure substance? Now, a pure substance can be defined as a substance that is first is it is homogeneous. It is homogeneous in composition. Okay. And the second major thing that it should have the property of a pure substance is no change in chemical composition with the change in phase. Okay. So this means a pure substance is one thing is it should be homogeneous, okay, throughout. And second is the chemical composition of that pure substance, it should not change with the change in its phase. So phase, it can be of three types. It can be solid phase is there, it can be liquid phase is there, and third type is your gaseous phase. Okay. So in these three phases, that is solid, liquid, or gaseous phase, the chemical composition or the chemical formula of that pure substance does not change. So for example, the various examples of such substances are number one, you can have water. Number two, you have mercury. Number three, you can have ammonia. Number four, you can have freon. So these are, and another, you can also have carbon dioxide. Another one is there, carbon dioxide, and so on. So all these substances, they are pure substances. So water has a chemical formula of H2O, mercury is Hg, okay. So all these, the chemical formula does not change. This means that if we take the example of water, so in solid state also, in solid phase, the chemical formula is H2O. In liquid, it will be H2O. In gaseous, it will be H2O. So this means that the chemical formula or the chemical composition of this pure substance, it does not change with change in phase. Okay, next, after the pure substance, we will move on to the phase transformation. Now, in the phase transformation, we will take the example of water, that ice gets transformed into steam. And what we will have is we will keep the pressure constant at constant pressure. Okay. Now, the stages that are there in the phase transformation from ice to steam, other pure substances, they also follow the same phase transformations. Okay. Now, let us take at first stage, what we'll take is we will take 1 kg of ice at minus 10 degree centigrade. So, what we'll take is we will take 1 kg of ice which is at minus 10 degree centigrade, and what we'll do is we will put in a beaker. So here what we have a cylinder, okay, and in this cylinder we have attached is a piston. So here a piston, and we have put a dead weight on it. So this is a piston, okay. So here we have a piston here. This is my cylinder. I have a piston. And on top, I have put a weight W. This is my dead weight. Okay. Now, dead weight is the weight that does not change with time. Okay. So that is why it is known as dead weight. Now, in here, what I have done is I have taken ice. Okay. So this is my ice. And the temperature here is minus 10 degrees centigrade. Minus 10 degree centigrade. Now, what I did, I started using a burner at the bottom. I started providing heat. Okay. So from bottom, I started providing heat to that ice with the help of a say burner. Okay. Now what will happen? The ice, it will start to gain heat. Okay. And at certain temperature, it will start to melt. Okay. So at when it reaches 0 degree centigrade, so here another the same sequence I am using. So this is my A diagram, this is my B diagram. Okay. So here what will happen? Same piston cylinder is there, dead weight is there, W on top, and at 0 degree centigrade, water turns to the ice turns to water here. So here liquid will be there. So at 0 degree, when I reach 0 degree centigrade, liquid phase turns to solid phase turns to the liquid phase. Okay. After that, what is happening here is say here I will write the term as here it is ice. Okay. So here it is liquid. So what I'm doing, I'm still giving heat from the bottom. Okay. So what will happen? This water will start to, the temperature of the water will start to increase. Okay. And see, at 100 degree centigrade, इसको थोड़ा सा और इधर कर देते हैं. So at when the temperature it reaches say if I am doing this at 1 atmospheric pressure, so when the temperature reaches 100 degree centigrade, okay, so still the phase will be liquid phase. So here we'll have liquid phase. Okay. Now again above say at this is stage C. So again if I am adding heat, now this 100 degrees centigrade is my saturation temperature. Okay. So this is my saturation temperature. Now any heat provided above this point, what it will do? It will start to convert this water into vapor form. Okay. Now at 100 degrees centigrade under 1 atmospheric pressure, 100 degrees centigrade is the saturation temperature. Means now the water is fully saturated. If I provide more heat, little more heat, the phase of the liquid water will start to change from liquid to vapor phase. So after this, what happens? Still, I am. So what will happen here now? Water starts to convert into vapor. So there will be vapors also. So with the formation of vapors, the volume will start to increase. So the volume starts to increase. Now here, what will happen is water content will be less, and the water will start to convert into steam. Okay. So here I have two phases, that is steam plus liquid water. So I have got two phase mixture here, that is steam plus liquid is there. Okay. And the volume has increased because the steam, what it does, it expands, and with expansion the volume starts to increase. Okay. And still here the temperature is 100 degrees centigrade. Still the temperature is 100 degree centigrade. Now at 100 degrees centigrade, what is happening? All the heat that I am providing, what it is doing, it is converting water into vapor. Now if I provide more heat, after that the stage comes where all of the liquid gets converted into steam. So again the volume will be more, dead weight on top is there, and now I will have inside this 100% vapors. There is zero liquid is there. Still I am providing heat. So here it is 100% steam. There is 0% liquid, 100% steam, and still the temperature at this point is 100 degrees centigrade. The temperature is not increasing. All the heat that I am providing, it is converting water into steam. And E is the point where all of the water has been converted into steam. So there is 0%. This is known as saturated vapor. This state is known as the saturated vapor stage. Beyond that, if I start to increase the, say I still go on and provide heat from bottom. Okay. So what will happen is that the steam will, the enthalpy of the steam will increase, or the energy of the steam will increase, and that will further increase the volume, because at high temperature the particles, they will push each other farther away, and the volume, it starts to increase further. Okay, now here the temperature will be greater than 100 degrees centigrade. The temperature will be greater than 100 degrees centigrade. Okay, and the steam is known as superheated steam. The steam is known as superheated steam. Okay. Now, the various volumes associated with the various stages, the volume of water, when all of the ice has been converted into water at 100 degrees centigrade, this volume is denoted by Vf. Okay, that is the volume of the fluid or the saturated fluid. Okay, so this is the volume of the saturated fluid. Vf is the volume of the saturated fluid. So here the fluid is saturated. Any more temperature I provide, it will convert that liquid into steam. Okay. Now here, where the saturated vapor is there, okay, where all of the water has been converted into steam, and the temperature is still at 100 degrees centigrade. That is the saturation temperature. It is still at 100 degrees centigrade. At this stage, the volume is denoted by Vg. That is the volume of the gas. Okay. And in the superheated stage, the volume is denoted by V superheat, SUP. Okay, V, then subscript is SUP. SUP denotes superheated steam. So it will be SUP, that volume of the superheated steam. Now this volume of the superheated steam, it will depend upon the temperature up to which we have heated the steam. So this is how the phase transformation takes place from ice to steam. The ice is was started at -10 degrees centigrade. Okay,